everybody, welcome back to the local pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your WREXfast Club for Friday, February 21st. Yes, we have reached Friday, but we have no game tomorrow, unfortunately. But we are here. I'm pumped because game is on the horizon, and we got a lot to talk about today because Phil Parkinson has put out an interview about the team, and we're gonna address that as well. So yeah, they're going to talk about that. Got to talk about what's upcoming for the next fixtures. I want to hit about Mansfield Town. I did reach out to the Mansfield Town Matters guys to try to see if I can get them on. Have not heard back. So we shall see what's going on if they want to possibly come on here too. And I was just messaging with Matt. He sent me a picture of himself. He is out with the fog light on. This is Matt right now, running right now. This is Matt right now, running like this right now in the dark, listening to us. So I would love to drop him a link to have him come in and check it out. But he's out there. Be safe, my friend. It is nighttime, so do your thing. And he's training for that marathon. He's going to get 12, 13 miles in tonight. But anyways, I digress. As you can see on the thumbnail, it says tough test ahead for Parky. Yes, it is a tough test in more than one case. It's not. He talks about the next 3 games, but this will be his toughest test yet for his management. For his managerial career. I firmly believe that. There are so many factors that are coming into play. So we need to give him a little bit of space, but also we give confidence in him. I know people want to get on him about hoofball and dinosaur tactics and crap like that. All that shit gets us nowhere because you know what? We all have the same common goal. And what do I say in anything? If you're rowing it all in the same direction, that's better than the resistance. So let's get through it and let's help them out. And let's see what we can do to support on our end as we can do as supporters and as a community. Now, granted, we need to deliver on the pitch, and I think we're going to do that. There's some news and updates in regards to some injuries that we will touch on, and we'll probably start out there. But anyways, thanks for coming in. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the local pundit. We're on our way to 2,000. It's the road to 2,000. We want to get there before the end of the season, and we can do it as a community. I know we can. What we've done so far is amazing. And there's also other great communities out there too. And we all come together and do our thing. So thank you all very much. So first thing I want to touch on is I want to talk about Elliot Lee real quick. Okay. And I know there's some quotes out there. He's back on the grass. I get it. So obviously a couple of days we spoke about Elliot Lee having the accident. There's a lot of conversation out there, but the fact of the matter is like 2 people were injured in that, and they're still here with us, and that's all that really matters. And on one side of things, there was an article that said there are some life-changing injuries for the woman on the other side of things. So we want to be very respectful of that. And we also need to be very respectful of that there's a process happening behind the scenes that no one knows anything about in Elliot Lee's health and the other person's health who was in there. And that's all that really matters. Okay. So let's start there, right there. If that's the balance, we start right there. Now, because life is more important than anything else. Trust me, I have lost a brother to a car wreck, and it's not great. So these things hit home for me a lot too. That's it. Moving on. Elliot Lee's apparently back on the grass. Okay. He's had bruising in his ribs. He's had bruising to his ribs. Obviously, there's some trauma there that, if anyone's broken rib or hurt a rib before, to breathe, to laugh, to do whatever, go sit down, just turn to the left, turn to the right. There's an effect there. So there's going to be some trauma that's going to happen for the next few weeks. So just take it lightly. I know we want to get him back out there, but let's take it down. Stress levels of emotionally getting in a car wreck and feeling like someone's looking upon you, which you mentioned, I think is very important too. I know I'm going down a path here because I'm just being very, very respectful because it means a lot to me to know that he's okay and everyone else is okay. So take that for what it is. He's back on the grass. Mentally, will he be ready? I don't know. So don't expect him. If he's on the bench this weekend, great. If he's not, I don't care. And not that I don't care about him personally, but I'm going to just give these things a pass. Football will be second to everything that we talk about in this regard. So that's that. So he's back on the grass and training. It's probably good for his mental health. So hopefully he can do that and move through whatever he needs to do as a person. Second update on injury level there that we were talking about too was Maka. Maka apparently has an issue with his hip. He had a scan on it. He could be. He talks about Parkinson does talk about in an interview. He's got a scan on his hip. Don't know what that is. Maybe that's a result of him. Obviously, we're very critical sometimes, but fan, short for fanatic. I understand it, so let's take it for a grain of salt. if there is an issue with his hip and he has been holding back or whatever it is, that's fine. We have coverage. We have Longman, we have Mendy, we have who else can play over there? Ravon, who could play over there too. So that's something we need to take into consideration of too. Will he play on Sunday? Here's my take on this too. So take it for what it is, and I'll get to the chat. I see you all: Nikki D, Gibby Splat, Paul, Esteban, Matt, and Welsh Techie. If he's not 100% fit, I hope that Parkinson holds the reins and says, "I'm the goddamn manager, and you're not going to play. You're not going to play." So his performances haven't been as great as we've liked them in the past, but they're going to review him tomorrow after the scan. We don't know exactly what that is. There's a hip scan. He had a shot in it a couple of days ago. So take that for what it is. But I hope Parkinson just stops and says, you know what? I care about your health and as a person. And Maka could be all bullheaded all he wants, armband and all this shit, tough guy. And I everything I think is all in a positive. I'm not saying he's trying to be a tough guy to be, to be the bully in the bar. But, I think, he's not going roadhouse on him, just Parkinson. Hey, listen, you can rest the game. I know the Mansfield game's important. I understand that. But just go and just sit him down so you can rest. I think that's important too. Everybody needs a rest. And so if there is an issue and he's not 100%, he should rest him. And I think it's next man up mentality. Longman, you're up, my friend. Now, I say Longman, and I feel like that's not a great shout to Ravon, because Ravon has been here all season. He's worked very, very hard. He's progressing very, very nicely. He's one for our future. He's also could be one for our present. But I think Longman has come in and I think has adapted very, very well. He's been played predominantly on the right side, but he can play on the left as well. So that's what I would take there too. So we will have another conversation probably tomorrow with the boys and everyone here and the girls. If anyone wants to come in, Hip Karma, and anyone else want to pop in about the starting 11. So that's tomorrow, which we'll do at some point. But that's my take on the injuries and the conversations there. And he does address it in some of this interview here too. But I will get to the chat right here. Welsh Techie is not running with Matt, the race course, Matt from the Race Course Ramble. So, there you go. A lot of people here. Jay Wells is here. Nikki D's here. Lepus, Sarah. I'm just going to call you Sarah, and Goofy Splat. So awesome coming in. Listen, I want to get your thoughts on this too, on the Maka and the Elliot Lee thing. And honestly, Hip Karma, I can make a left turn right now. If you want to come in and have your conversation about the Elliot Lee, I know you touched on it before. Happy to have you come in. I'd like to have you touch on that if you have time. Esteban, what's going on? Paul Kelly says, it's all the same deranged type of stress relief to complain, and Parky can be the brunt of it. We believe in Parky and the team. Absolutely, Paul Kelly. Absolutely. We are a community, and we kick every ball. We're not the only channel that does it, in a positive way, and we analyze things. But we need to, have honest conversations, have fun doing it, okay? Have fun doing it, and enjoy each other's company. And I think a lot of the community does that, and there's some great examples of that, as you can see from the other night. When they come on and hang out, we go on there too. John Merrill's in the house. Oh my God, are you guys still in the mud? Evening all. Oh, we have discussed Wrexham's shocking turn out for the semifinal. Ooh, shocking turnout. I didn't see that, John Merrill, but if you want to come and have your shout, yeah, let me know. Hip Karma, just let me know. I'll drop that in. I didn't see that. John Merrill, it's a Wednesday, my friend. Just slow it down. Slow it doin. Slow it down. We're going to come back and we're going to be posh on Wednesday. Trust me, I take care of the business. Bruce is in the house. To think about the Longman and my man Rev in. There you go. Did I say that right? Bruce, let me know if I'm saying that right. And also, what a great debut for Bruce coming in the other day. Loved it. My man Revin is Longman put those sharp crosses in from the left with just a little time on the field. And Revin hasn't showed that cutting edge yet. I think he's making fun of my my East Coast Italian right there. So there you go. John Merrill says only sold 5,000 tickets for a semi at home. Only sold 5,000 tickets for a semi. More than John. Don't start with the chat, man. I'll break the whole show up right now, and I'll have someone come in and come after you right now, my friend. I will. I'll do it. But to that point, I'm going to get to the interview and have it keep going in the chat. Love it. And Dan Moore, what's going on? So Parkinson did an interview. I said, this is a tough test ahead for Parky. It really is. It really is. Make no mistake. This will be the hardest test for us to go up, whether we get automatic promotion or we go into the playoffs there. Sorry, recorrected 5,002. John Merrill. Okay, everyone needs to be will be needed in this run. So Parkinson has said this several times before, and I'm going to take umbrage to this because he said I need to use the squad. I need to use the squad. Our Unchanged 11 keeps coming up. I get it. I need to use the squad. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to get to this article. It's a good article. I did foreshadow it a little bit, but I didn't get deep dive into it. So you know how we like to do here. But I will address some things that I feel are red flags. But it doesn't mean that I don't think we're going to come out of this in a positive manner. So Phil Parkinson believes this is, by the way, this is from the club website. Phil Parkinson believes his side will be more than ready for this weekend's familiar opposition, Mansfield Town. Do not take them lightly. Do not take them lightly. Okay. Despite defeat at Lake Norrie in the midweek, the Red Dragons are aiming to make three away victories in a row on Sunday afternoon, and it needs to be done. I don't give a shit. Come out with 3 points. End of story. That's it. It's a must win for me. That's it. That's it. Hold on. Breaking up the chat. Carl Davies. Now Stansfield has a broken leg. Smith could end up a league top scorer. Is this true? I don't know. Carl, John, is that right? I'll get back to that. 1 second. Let me finish this article, and we'll talk about that in a second there too. So we have a fixture coming against Mansfield Town at the One Call Stadium, and then we have the Jimmy Bag of Donuts Trophy Cup against Posh, which I believe that we should go through, and then we're against Bolton Wanderers to come, and it doesn't slow up right there because look at this: we have Posh, Bolton, and then Huddersfield Town, and then Rotherham, and then Reading, and then Wickham. I mean, it doesn't stop there. And I know they talked about 3 games, but Jesus H, we have so much coming up, and we just addressed the 3 of them. So ahead of an important week, Parkinson explained the depth in the squad will be crucial for the upcoming games. Use the squad, my friend. Use the squad, my friend. 1 second. There you go. Elliot. He goes on to say, Parkinson, we don't always change the team, but as we head into a busy period, logic tells us that we will be utilizing the squad. Right, you better. We had a good morning, and I'm very pleased with how the lads have trained. There was a focus in the group, and we've spoken to them about how everything has to be ready. Okay. Elliot Lee was back on the grass, as we mentioned earlier, running this morning, which was fantastic to see. It's been great lift for everyone to see him back out there. James McLean has got a problem with his hip, and it's scanned yesterday, so we assess him tomorrow. So I'm going to park those because Elliot Lee will not be a factor. If he starts to be shocked, possibly 50-50 I'll give to Macca. So we've got a great group here, and the players are ready to step up if required. Now, here it is. This is what I think. This is a little bit of spin by Parkinson, and I'm not being critical of him, but I don't want him to reveal what he wants to do as a manager. But proven in the past, he has not used his full squad. He hasn't, which is fine if that's what he feels. What he feels is going to get us to the next level. But we have to call some kind of BS like you haven't been doing it. So why so? I'm going to bring Hip Karma in, and Hip Karma, we're going to fly fast. You're going to come with me on this journey today. Hold on 1 second. You there?
I am without a seatbelt. I can do this.
Mm-hmm. You know what we do here?
We shoot the rehearsal.
There you go. Awesome. So just if you're going to pick up there, if you're flying without seatbelts, shooting the rehearsal, what say you about 1, the Elliot Lee issue, 2, the Macca scan, and 3, using the squad that we have not seen so far from Parkinson, and I think it's critical mass right now.
Okay, let me go one at a time, and let me preface this by saying I am caffeine free, so this is all raw.
Do you want me to sloth it down? I can go full can. No,
it is good.
I'll go full can.
It is good.
Is that right?
I think it's actually a brilliant thing that Elliot is on the grass and training with his team and the squad. As I mentioned a couple of days ago, it's a safe space for him. Mm-hmm. And so he is going into somewhere, from my perspective, where he feels safe and secure. I also noted back then, and I stand by it, just because he's training doesn't mean we're going to see him in a match anytime soon.
I agree with you. Yep. I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
But he is in a space that is safe, where he can be observed medically, where people can look at how he's evolving, both medically and from a psychological perspective. So it is the best place for him to be, in fact, mm-hmm. with his teammates, with people he knows, loves, trusts, to move forward and to progress, and they can make decisions then and discussions later about when he feels ready to like have a 10-minute on the field or have 15 minutes on the pitch in game time. But give him time. For me, I doubt it will be anytime soon.
Do you agree that we need to give it a pass? Like, just give it a pass. And
just give it a pass. Just be. I stand by what I said and what you said subsequently, and that is, he's alive, he's safe, he's through it. Be grateful. Know that he can come back, and he will come back, just not yet. In the same way that we shouldn't expect absolute stunning brilliance from JM as he comes back from breaking a leg. It is still an injury on many levels. And as someone noted yesterday, I think, was it Dave Guilford who noted it? Hilditch. Thank you. It is considered a critical injury. It is considered serious injury to go through what Elliot's going through. So I'm pleased that he is where he is now, and that we give him time and space.
I agree with that too. I mean, can I just, before we move on, I know there's a few topics here, like in this article and Parkinson and the players. I honestly don't remember a team that has had this much injuries on and off the pitch that have come into play ever. I have been watching football for half my life. I've never seen it. If anyone wants to call me out on that, fine. Like the John Merrill thing with the broken leg with Stanfield, broken legs happen, doesn't happen all the time. But like, I've never seen this much in a side. And so the strength of the team is very evident. A, B, Parkinson and the management squad keeping them together is uncanny. We're in third place. We're in a catbird seat right now. I've never seen this in any other sport in my entire life, watching football or any basketball, baseball, anything. Never.
It is amazing to me, and I don't have the history around following team sport that you do, and still I notice this, and I think it says so much about the culture and the community that has been developed in the club amongst the players and the staff or the back of house people, that they're being brought together and supported. And I see that led from the top with the way Rob in particular, and Ryan, but Rob in particular, has been focused on how do we support people who have such injuries and such experience. I mean, Rob was the one who offered to open his house to Mulls after the rib and the lung injury. And I can totally understand why Mullen gratefully declined. I mean, you don't want to stay with your boss, really. And
although
still,
honestly, I would have said yes, because I'm like, dude, we're gonna like hang out and have like midnight snacks and drinks. Let's do.
You totally would have. You totally would have.
Yeah, let's watch your episode of Lost, when you're playing Aldo. Let's do it. I want to see, like, talk about it. Let's do it. You know.
See, whereas I like Caitlin's new series. Actually, I'm watching that and enjoying it. She certainly seems that way. But what I'm saying is it's led from the top, this philosophy, and they have actively cultivated creating a community that is supportive, and it's that special sauce that really helps people want to do more, want to give more, and go that extra mile. And it will probably be the kind of thing that makes them, Macca, wasn't it, who posted about how bad the team feels about losing. Like, as bad as you feel, it's not going to be as bad as we feel, bringing that result back. So I think they have an expectation on themselves that we don't appreciate. But in terms of Big L, it'll be a while before we see him on the pitch, I think. In terms of Macca, he is that kind of warrior. I could so easily see Macca in an MMA kind of situation. He really has that warrior mentality. And so who's gone, I'm just playing. And it's like, it's a flesh wound. It's a flesh wound.
Your arm's falling off, my friend. Yeah.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah, it's a flesh wound. But when does Parkinson become for lack of a better word, I'm going to say the manager, hey, I'm going to take this away from you. And not because I don't think you can do it, but I should do this for you. And that's one of the things I want him to be strong about. I'm not saying, maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to bring in the conversation there too. That's like, I'm actually the manager, and I'm going to say, hey, listen, I know you can do it. You might feel mentally up to it, but I'm going to give you that time off because you know what? It's better for you in the long run.
I would suggest to you, I would be very surprised if they're not already having those kinds of back and forth discussions at the moment, and being closely advised by Kev Mulholland from the medical perspective. And remember, it is that kind of balance that Parky has to do. Yep. Who does he pick? Who's ready? Who's coming back? How much trust can he put in them? How well does he know that they gel or not on the field? Because again, we don't see them training.
True. Yeah. He's probably trains like a maniac. He probably trains like an absolute maniac.
Yes.
100% all the time. Yep.
Yeah. I'm seeing John Merrill's comment. And yeah, he may indeed have a blind spot. And two or three games ago, we were saying that Parky had a blind spot with Palmer, and who's no longer on the pitch. So I do think he will make the decision when he really believes that it's time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We may not agree with that, and that's fine too, because everybody is entitled to their opinion, whether it's right or wrong.
We'll be wrong 90% of the time for sure.
Indeed, it's a matter of perspective. We are not the professional managers that are being paid the money to do this and delivering the results or not. But yeah, do I think Macca needs a break? I think he possibly does. I think he possibly does. I missed the first 7 minutes of today's broadcast, so if whatever news you shared at that point, I haven't heard yet.
I babbled. No one was listening. I wouldn't listen either. It's terrible. I was just but I was just saying in general. I was talking about Parkinson is going to be the toughest time for him. I think it's going to be his toughest challenge, using the side, using the team. To sum it up there, he talked about he can do better. We spoke about the lads this morning. There's areas of the game we could have posed ourselves in on, and if we did that, we could have gone on and win that game last time. Talking about Orient. But I read this and I said, I was like, this is going to be Parkinson's hardest managerial time right now. The scope of games that are coming up with the fixtures. Yes, the Posh game we could lose, right? There's an opportunity to go to Wembley, which is fantastic. But I think this is critical mass time right now. And just going to take something right now. Yes, John Merrill. Yes, the Spurs thing is an issue. Yes, but that's so Spursy of them. So let's just put that out there. But I think this will be the hardest managerial time, or more, sorry, not hardest, most challenging for Parkinson because there's so much coming at us. That's what I think.
Look, I agree. I think it is that it's not squeaky bum time yet, but it's really close. It is that time where he is paid the money to think in terms of what is the mix going to be? What is it going to look like? I frankly think that we're going to see quite a different lineup in our next match.
Really?
It won't surprise. I do. I think we will, because I think one thing that most people were commenting on, and I agreed, is that some of them looked tired. They just didn't have the same legs. And do
you think it's more of a mental or a physical thing, or is it a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of both, because they went, when one, again from my beginner perspective, when one considers both the enthusiasm and the precision with which they played the previous match, acknowledging that they played against a different style in the previous team compared to what was most recently seen. They didn't look as dominant, they didn't look as powerful, but they didn't look as precise in their passing. Now, I remember very distinctly, Bruce, and I see you in the chat, saying that they very consciously split us as a team on the pitch, and that's fair. And now we have to look at how we are going to address that Sunday. Huge pressure. I'm sorry, I was distracted by a John Merrill comment.
Which one? I'll get
The
him.
other thing is you're playing Sunday, so you could be under huge pressure to win if we can beat Wigan on Saturday.
Yeah, so points might be on the board and would be option. That's why I think like this is a must win no matter what. Granted, we need to do what we need to do, and I think we're getting to that stage where we need to win football games and put no matter what. You're right, but he's what we could be on fourth, I believe that would be at that point if we lose. Sorry, if we by the time we play on Sunday, is that correct? I'm not sure,
Look,
but
at the end of the day, we need to win for us.
yeah,
We need to focus on our game, what we're doing, and how we take care of business. Having said that, and taking care of business, I just saw Mad Al's comment, and previously I would have asked you what kind of curry you had last night, but I really don't want to know, sir.
he didn't. His shorts didn't have a clean sheet, apparently. Apparently.
Gentleman and a scholar.
Oh man, Carolyn HR says predictive 11: AO, Max, EOC, Brunt, Barney, Longman, Rathbone, Dabo, Cannon, Smith, and Rodriguez. That's probably a decent shout, to be honest with you.
And who would you put on the bench then? Carolyn HR.
Yeah, I would have Evans. By the way, I'd give Evans a shout at some point. Obviously, JM I think will be on the bench. Well, getting off topic a little bit here. I know you were here the other day and now you had to jump off. Do you think that there's a sideline Mullen thing going on that we're not really aware of? That there's a battle happening and, whether it be publicly or privately or with Mullen not getting on the pitch and him, saying I'm fit, I'm ready to go. But Parkinson just not seeing that he is in his plans.
I think it can be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He is clearly a passionate, talented player. He's so passionate, and he has been such a force for the team, for the club, and we love him. We do. And he has, as so many more experienced heads have said, suffered from the lack of 2 preseasons.
Mm-hmm.
Now he managed to turn it around last season and started firing again. It is not reasonable for us to expect him to physically perform at the highest possible level when it can take up to a year to fully recover and gain fine motor control after those kinds of accidents. And I'm those kinds of surgeries. I'm referring directly back to the experience and the knowledge that Ruth H shared with us a month or so ago about the fact that it takes a lot more time than people think, that you can be up and mobile and do basic function, but not necessarily that ultra fine last 5% of function. And that's what he's not giving us at the moment. And the question really is how much of that is mental and how much of that is physical. And it has impacted where Parky sees him in our list of viable goal scorers at this point. And that may change in 3 weeks' time or a month. But at this moment in time, at this point, he is not being considered in the top 4 goal scorers.
If not 5. Yeah, sorry, that was producer Ann calling me. If I answer it, she'll get mad at me, so I won't do it. I apologize for that. As the great Shea Daddy says, as the late, great Al Davis used to say, just win, baby. We can only control what we do and perform. I agree with that. And then Joe Rell says, I still believe Moles will come good. Well, he better come. I said this the other night. If he scores 1 goal that helps us win a match, then he came good for me this season because we have 11 games left to go. Matt Al, who is on the ground right there. I have a theory on Mullen. Is it possible Parky is trying to piss him off so he comes in and scores a shitload to prove his own place? Well, he has to get on the pitch, Matt Al, to do that. I don't know.
I don't know either. I also saw John Merrill's comment about playing devil's advocate. I don't know if Wrexham has progressed above him. We haven't really had the opportunity to see him perform at his best this season. We haven't. And I would, we're not going to get rid of him, holus bolus. We aren't. He is a hero and a legend. I would certainly expect that wherever we were next season, he would still be in the squad, and he would have had a long rest, a full preseason, and more games across the summer. Whether or not he plays through the end of this season, he'll have games across the summer. So from my perspective, we don't know that Wrexham has progressed past him. And I would certainly be there saying, give him some time and then give him another go. Keep him working.
Shay Daddy, I think you're right. Sorry to cut you off there. I apologize. Shay Daddy said I had the same surgery as Paul Mullen. It's not as bad as people say. I had my surgery in '94, and I was riding horses in 2 weeks. So, okay.
That is awesome, Shay Daddy. It is really wonderful to hear that you had that surgery and you were able to do that. And respectfully, I would also say you weren't trying to put a ball in the back pocket of a small netted thing under a high level of pressure in front of thousands of people with hundreds of thousands watching. It's one thing to, as I said, it's one thing to get your motor skills back, your more base motor skills back. It's another thing to get that last 5% from 95 to 100 of your fine motor skills back, and that's your precision. So from my perspective, and it's only my perspective, I would be giving him time and space yet.
Which I think is gospel, by the way. Her time, I give it gospel. I'm just going to say it. That's just me.
Thank you, Joey.
She's going to shoot me later.
I will have words like, but that's okay.
There's going to be words. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
$5 words. $5 words, not $2 words. All right. What else?
What else? Well, let's see here. So John Merrill says, my honest opinion is already been replaced. He will be gone in the summer to go up or not. CR, what's going on? Not a member, by the way. And neither is John Merrill. My God, what's wrong with you? Moles wasn't getting sat behind Lee for no reason. Parky is trying to adjust the tactics. League One and Moles is not fitting. That is a CR, not you. Are you Cristiano Ronaldo? That's a good shout that you're here. I don't disagree with you. I think that is that might be my comment of the day. I think that's a comment of the day. No, yes. Okay.
I'm just reading Shay Daddy's response. Was I not respectful, Shay Daddy? Was I not respectful of your experience? Am I not allowed to have an opinion as well?
Yeah, doesn't listen to anyone. Don't listen to anyone that's not share the same experience. No, I think it might Shay Daddy. I think you misread that. I think what she's saying is like, that's good for you. It might be different for him. That's all. But we only play doctors on television, Shay Daddy, as you know. Yes. I think it was very respectful. So there might have been a cross there too. So moving on, and we can talk about that later. All right. What else? And I would never take a comment to not be respectful, but there you go. What else we got here? You okay?
I'm good. I'm just catching up on some of the comments as well.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, there's so much going on at the moment, and it's the business end of the season now. It is tense, and we have these awesome new opportunities. These strikers are really our new strikers and longmen are coming in, and they're giving it their best. They are trying to integrate as quickly as possible. They are, and they're already having a level of impact. Whether or not J-Rod has managed to actually score a goal yet, he has been on target repeatedly now in multiple games. It is simply a matter of time. And he's contributing more broadly to the team. Smith has the kind of energy levels that are just below Rathbone. I have this feeling he's just running his little heart out. I'm appreciating
the hummingbird for sure. Yeah.
Yes, I'm appreciating it. So I'm excited for what they can bring. and
too.
Longman is just mixing things up along the side, and we've played him on both sides now, haven't we?
Yeah, we haven't seen the best of Longman yet either. By the way, Carol was making a joke in there, and Josh, John Merrill says all good Vander. Josh knows as well. Yo, John knows that he's part of the community. We love him very much. Just FYI too. Sorry, there's the chat just started chatting. By the way, you're going there too. A2Z is also in the house. Is Smith Rodriguez the regular starters for now? I want to see Marriott and Smith together. I'd like to see that together too. I would like to see that for the next game we have. But what do you think?
I don't know that he'll risk it. I think he's working Marriott up, and Marriott is looking better and better. I don't know that he's starter just yet for a long period. I'm hopeful though. I have no issue with the whole idea of Marriott and Smith together. Although I do wonder about how tall is Smith again? Chat, do we remember how tall Smith is?
I'll touch all the buttons here. I don't care. Let me see.
No, don't touch the buttons, Josh.
Oh, I will do that. Home Wrexham. Let's see if I can get it before the chat. Shit. Hold on, somebody got it.
CR alleges 6 foot.
185 cm, whatever that is in American.
He is between 6 and 6'1". He's about 6.5 to 6'1".
Yeah. Okay. So that sounds about right. CR 6 foot. There you
go.
Nailed
it. Dan Moore nailed it.
But also, by the way, Karen HR said he fired up a workday as an adult, and I tried today, but I did not. So I give him a lot of credit for that, and he's with us hanging out. But I want to see that.
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
I would
as long as JM has match fitness to last a good 60 minutes. I would love to see that. He's closer than he was.
Do you think that this is going to be Parky's toughest challenge yet?
For us, for the club at the moment, yes.
Club, yeah.
Yes. And the reason I do is because we came so close his first season. We have run up against knots before.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be his most challenging to date for him in this club. I think life in some of the other clubs where he had no funds and managed to get them up into the championship but couldn't really keep them there was also a really challenging time for him. But for Wrexham, for now, yes, this is probably his most challenging.
I agree with that. Shea Daddy's still in there. I think it was, like I said, a miscommunication. I never had access to world-class physios, meds, physical trainers, and surgeons. Maybe it's as easy as Paul Mullen has fallen off the proverbial cliff. It could be happening, Shea Daddy. Why would Wrexham buy two new strikers? I actually agree with him 100% on that. You're right. If he's not going to get back to his legend status, is never going to go away, right? He's going to have a stat. Right. Let's take that out, right? But for injuries, going back to the Mullen thing, yes, maybe that was the foreshadow. I said we're going through a transition. That's part of the transition, I think. So I think he makes a good shout right there, just following up on the issue at the back. So on that thing,
I think it's a very fair observation. We don't know. The reality is we don't know if he's fallen off the cliff or not.
I mean, we fall off the cliff here all the time at the local pundit. You know that. We shoot rehearsal.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You walk blindfolded off the edge of the stage, go, oh no. Buttons.
He's in the pit.
Where are the buttons?
I mean, did you watch the 2.5-hour show the other night? It was a disaster.
We don't. The reality is we don't know. He may have. We don't know though. And in the context of we don't know, I prefer to believe in Schrodinger's cat and believe that he's fine at this point. I may be wrong. Be wrong. But in an absence of knowledge or an absence of information, I will choose hope. So
can I write you the script that I would love? I don't know if I would here's what I want to happen, and this is going to be here. If I'm writing the script right now, we won't get second. We're in the playoffs, and we win, and we go to Wembley and win through the playoffs. You're going to see me have an absolute session on live here on the pundit. I kind of have a feeling I think we can get second, but I will tell you right now, I have a gut feeling that we're going to be in the playoffs, and we're going to go to the playoffs, and it's going to come down to penalties, and I'm going to lose my stuff. That's what's going to happen. I feel that in the bad script.
I hope that you're, if that happens, I hope you're over there at Wembley experiencing it as it occurs.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to be among the away people.
I can't do a walk on Wembley. I got to do. I got to be with the fam, with the people. Yeah.
Look. I know and I understand why people so passionately want us to be second. I do. And can we acknowledge how amazing it is that we're third, that even if we lose a couple of matches going forward, we'll be in playoffs?
Yeah.
This is so amazing. I mean, you can talk theoretically about things before the season starts. And I happily put my hand up and confirm that I would have been happy with mid-table edging towards playoffs.
But now that we're here,
it's awesome that we are third. Look at Dino.
Yeah.
Dino has faith.
I love Dino. By the way, Dino, are you new? I see that you're a member, and thank you for becoming a local pundit member. Everyone else here, and please like, share, subscribe. Road to 2,000 by the end of the season. That's what we're going to do here at the TLP. Dino, you're new, and where are you watching from, and how'd you find the pundit? Thanks for coming in. And Matt also says, Josh, you're working on the doc. I'm not, but I'd love to. And well, it's a whole other story, but yes. Stop freaking me out, says Sarah. But to your point, I feel like we can get second. But I feel like that we're going to do this the way it's going to go. Yeah.
We're going to Wrexham it. Do it the hard way.
Yep. I want to be wrong. I literally want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Bruce is talking in terms of plot armor. Plot armor, please.
I don't know what that means. That's outside of my. I don't have that. I don't have the. What's that mean?
You who write scripts don't know about plot armor, please. Plot armor. They're protected. You can't kill that character. Plot armor. We need them. They're important. They're the hero.
Been writing for 20 years. Used to refer to phenomena of fiction yet whereby becoming uses right. Never heard that one, my friend. But you're an educator. I'm just a guy with minimal knowledge. I'm a C+ guy.
You are an awesome human being, is what you are, and you've created and grown this community.
Thank you.
I am happy and grateful to be here.
Thank you. I'm happy and grateful to be here too.
Dino's from New Jersey. Even I know what MJ means.
Where's that? 2 weeks from New Jersey. Yes, I'm a Connecticut guy, New Jersey guy. Yeah, we're Jersey. I love it. Protecting the hero. Awesome. Read comment before. And protagonist protected by premier. I should know this. I write screenplays, trust me. But I actually never heard the plot. I swear to you, I've never heard that before. Swear to you. By the way, speaking of never hearing it before, if you haven't watched the Hot Ones with McElhoney, an absolute great watch. It's on YouTube. You can go check it out. First We Feast, Hot Ones. He does not touch the milk, and he goes directly breaks the fourth wall and sets something to his son, which I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I will definitely watch now.
It's juicy. Get out of here. Forget about it. There you go. Bruce says the most drama for the Daco is Wrexham finished fourth, draws at home, and has an injury time winner away and wins at Wembley in penalties, win 2 billion AOs. Bruce, I'm gonna have a conniption, but I would love
nightmares, Bruce. Nightmares.
Usa, right?
I think you see now you've created a monster. I have this scary vision of in the Discord, there's going to be a new thread and people are going to write in their alternate endings for this season. What is the best ending for this season or the scariest?
Holy smack. Okay, here we go. Yes. Everyone write the ending to the season. That's what we'll do. Write the last, basically after, write the last 15 pages of the script. Let's do that. I can break down what the script looks like for you guys. But write that. Yeah.
Discord link.
Discord link. Hold on. And shit. Oh, she's gonna kill me. Wrexham still plays Birmingham City and us. Plenty of excellent excitement still to come. Yes, there you go. I'll do the Discord link for sure. But yeah, we'll do that too. I'll even put how it ends. Kelly says, I love boring for this one. We can finish second. There you go. The Wrexham way indeed. And Shay Daddy says, Birmingham found violate a PSR FFP to 10 points deduction. We get 10 points. John Barrels is joking. There you go. Yeah. Oh,
Shay Daddy, put that in the Discord so that John can find it.
Yeah, exactly. And Leaping, I'm just going to call you Sarah. Oh God, as bad as the Poughkeepsie takes, I'm gonna have nightmares. Oh, if you haven't watched Poughkeepsie, go check it out. Second place all the way. Vincente is going boring. By the way, Vincente, I don't know if you're down in Palm Desert. It's beautiful weather. I'll be down there next weekend. So, anything else you want to touch base on? I think I'll probably do a show with the boys tomorrow for a preview. And if I get on, hit Karma, the Mansfield Batter guys, I need you. You want to come on and just talk some sense to them or what?
Let me know if they come on, because for pre-game, if you're talking for the build-up or you're talking a separate,
maybe tomorrow, whatever, or something like that.
Let me know, and I will make sure I'm awake for it. Because remember, time zones.
I guess there is time zones. Yeah. Also, if I have Ashley on for the Posh game, which I think he's going to be on the 25th or 26th or 24th or something, I'll hit you up for that too. Love to have you be a part of that as well. So,
be happy to. I actually lived in Peterborough for a while. I did. So
you have a jersey?
I do not. Wrexham is the first and only team who have made me consider actually buying a jersey. I looked at the sales and I thought, shall I buy a jersey? And I thought, I will never wear a jersey. I might buy a hat. Might buy a bucket hat or something.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Okay, I like it. So we'll have to break that down too. All right. Anything else you want to get off your mind before we go?
No, not particularly. I am really looking forward to catching up again. I'm looking forward to sleeping on a Saturday night, but I know that means that I will not sleep well on Sunday when I have work on Monday morning.
So should I just do an impromptu show as well at some point and just kind of screw that up? Not that you'll go and come on, but should I just do it or no?
You can do whatever you like. You have the keys to the kingdom.
Wait,
and is it to quote Masters of the Universe? You have the power.
I have the power until I don't. Actually, producer Ann has the power. I just work here.
And that is a wise philosophy to live by, sir. A wise philosophy.
I know, and I know. That's good to see you. And I appreciate you coming in at last minute, which is awesome. And you want to get us out of here?
I will. Thank you, everyone. And on that bombshell,
we'll see y'all soon.